Alyssa Thomas's thunderous hit on Caitlin Clark has fans and analysts alike questioning, is the WNBA starting to look like a WWE showdown? Are these intense clashes just part of the game? Or is something bigger brewing behind the scenes? We're about to break it all down and explore the real story behind the drama. Dive in with us, hit that subscribe button, drop your thoughts in the comments, and let's uncover what's really going on in women's professional basketball. During a recent high-stakes game, Alyssa Thomas set a screen so forceful that Caitlin Clark was sent sprawling across the court, eliciting gasps from the crowd. It wasn't just a hard hit. It was a moment that underscored a larger issue. As Clark lay on the floor, her frustration was palpable. She immediately turned to the referees, her gestures pleading for a call that never came. This incident highlights a growing concern within the WNBA, the balance between physical play and player safety. Clark, one of the league's brightest young talents, faced a moment of vulnerability that raised questions about how the league protects its stars. As the WNBA evolves, maintaining the safety of its rising stars while preserving the intensity of the game is crucial. This play wasn't just a single tough moment. It was a reflection of the ongoing dialogue about the future of the sport and the measures needed to ensure both fair play and the well-being of its players. For some veteran players who have dedicated years to elevating the league's profile, Caitlin Clark's rapid rise has cast a long shadow. Once they were the stars and the faces of the WNBA, but now Clark's rookie sensation status has thrust her into the spotlight, eclipsing their efforts. This shift in focus isn't just a matter of celebrity, it's also creating palpable friction on the court. The resentment is becoming evident as Clark finds herself increasingly targeted by aggressive plays. The heightened physicality directed at her speaks to the discomfort among some established players who may feel overshadowed or sidelined by this new wave of attention. As Clark continues to shine, navigating this turbulent landscape of admiration and animosity is becoming an integral part of her journey in the league. Now you might be thinking, isn't basketball supposed to be physical? And you're absolutely right. This is a tough sport where contact is an integral part of the game. But there's a fine line between competitive play and dangerous tactics. And with Caitlin Clark, that line seems to be getting increasingly blurred. Clark's remarkable skills and rising stardom have made her a focal point. But the intensity of the physical play she's encountering is raising serious concerns. What starts as an aggressive defense can quickly devolve into actions that jeopardize player safety. Each game, it seems, brings a new level of scrutiny and physicality that challenges the boundaries of fair play. As Clark continues to shine and draw attention, the league faces the critical task of maintaining a balance between allowing competitive spirit and protecting the integrity and safety of its players. The WNBA's silence has been nothing short of deafening. This lack of intervention speaks volumes, leaving many to question whether the league is fully committed to safeguarding its rising stars. The silence isn't just a void. It's a powerful message that could have long-term implications for player safety and the league's credibility. As Clark continues to face increased aggression on the court, the WNBA's failure to act risks undermining the very progress she represents. The implications of the WNBA's inaction extend far beyond Caitlin Clark's individual situation. If the league fails to address the aggressive targeting Clark is experiencing, it sends a dangerous message to other emerging talents. Young players watching from the sidelines might see this as a sign that their own safety could be compromised, potentially deterring them from pursuing a career in the league. The league's silence also raises questions about its commitment to player welfare, which is crucial for maintaining the integrity and appeal of the sport. Moreover, if Clark, who has become a cornerstone of the WNBA's recent success, were to suffer a serious injury as a result of this unchecked aggression, the repercussions would be severe. Beyond the immediate loss of one of the league's brightest stars for potentially extended periods, it could significantly impact her career trajectory. A serious injury could not only diminish her playing career, but also undermine the momentum she has built for the league, affecting everything from viewership to sponsorships. The WNBA's inability to address these issues might lead to a perception that it is not adequately supporting its players or upholding the standards of fair play and safety. This perception could deter potential sponsors and partners who may view the league as less stable or less attractive. Additionally, the league's failure to protect its stars could alienate fans who are drawn to the sport's exciting new talent. Ultimately, the consequences of not addressing Clark's situation extend far beyond the immediate effects. They encompass the league's long-term growth, its ability to attract and retain top talent, and its overall reputation in the sports world. The WNBA must act decisively to protect its players and preserve the positive momentum that stars like Clark bring to the game. Let's confront the elephant in the room. Caitlin Clark is not just any rookie. Her identity as a white, straight, Catholic woman makes her stand out in a league where diversity and representation are significant. This distinctiveness has brought her both admiration and scrutiny. Jason Whitlock's comparison of Clark's situation to Larry Bird's underscores a troubling reality. Like Bird, Clark may encounter biases and resistance stemming from her perceived differences and the intense spotlight on her. Clark's visibility and success might amplify underlying tensions related to race and identity within the league. The WNBA, while increasingly diverse, is still navigating complex dynamics around race and representation. As Clark's prominence grows, so does the potential for her to be viewed through a lens of bias or exclusion, particularly if her rise disrupts existing power structures or challenges established norms. This situation isn't just about individual experiences. It's reflective of broader societal issues. The treatment Clark receives could be influenced by these underlying biases, making it essential to consider how these factors shape her interactions and the reactions of her peers. Addressing these issues head-on is crucial for fostering an environment of fairness and respect, not only for Clark but for all players navigating the intersection of identity and professional sports. Clark's rapid ascent to stardom is creating an environment where she's not just a target for aggressive defense, but also for a deeper resentment that extends beyond the court. Her race, faith, and undeniable success have positioned her at the center of a storm of hostility that seems unprecedented in the WNBA. This hostility isn't solely about her performance. It reflects a complex interplay of factors that includes her standout identity in a diverse league. Clark's visibility and the attention she garners have intensified scrutiny and resistance, revealing how her success can sometimes exacerbate existing tensions and biases. The intensity of the aggression she faces, both physically and emotionally, points to a broader issue where personal attributes and rapid success can provoke disproportionate reactions. Navigating this level of hostility requires not only resilience from Clark, but also a broader conversation within the league about how it addresses and mitigates these challenges. The WNBA must confront these issues to ensure that all players can thrive without facing undue prejudice or hostility. But here's where you come in: fans. The WNBA is at a critical crossroads, and your voice is more powerful than ever. Every tweet, post, and comment you make about the league adds to a collective force that can drive real change. Your engagement is not just noise. It's a signal to the league that their fans are invested in fairness, safety, and the future of the sport. The WNBA may seem slow to respond, but remember, your voices are part of a larger chorus that can't be easily ignored. When enough fans raise their concerns, it creates pressure and momentum that can compel the league to act. By speaking out, you're not only supporting Caitlin Clark, but also advocating for a league that upholds the principles of safety and equity for all its players. So, let's make our voices heard. Share your thoughts, express your concerns, and engage in the conversation. By uniting our voices and demanding action, we can drive meaningful changes in the WNBA. It's not just about supporting Caitlin Clark. It's about ensuring that every player in the league is protected and that the sport continues to evolve in a way that prioritizes their well-being. The momentum created by a passionate fan base can lead to tangible improvements, just as it has in other sports. Let's harness that power and advocate for the changes that will benefit the entire league and its future. This isn't just about protecting Caitlin Clark. It's about setting a precedent for the entire league. By advocating for stronger protections and clearer rules. We're not only addressing the immediate concerns surrounding Clark, but also laying the groundwork for a safer, more supportive environment for every player in the WNBA. Our demands for fair play and rigorous safety standards help ensure that the league prioritizes the health and well-being of all its athletes. When we push for these changes, we're making a statement that the WNBA should be a place where talent can flourish without fear of excessive physicality or biased treatment. It's about creating a culture where players, both current and future, know they can compete at the highest level and still feel secure in their careers. By standing up now, we're shaping a future where the WNBA is not just a league of incredible athletes, but also a beacon of fairness and player safety. But the WNBA can't do it alone. They need us, the fans, to stand up and demand better. Are you ready to use your voice to shape the future of women's basketball? The stakes are high, and the time to act is now. Let's make our voices heard and push for the changes needed to ensure player safety in a thriving league.